All right, welcome back, and it is time for our last final of the day. Tag 125 restricted mediums, and from the pole will be Kel Farrell and Peter Vogolti alongside him. Lee Sadler and Lockie Palmer on the second row, Bill Miller and Linus Brown on the third row, and Peter Greenwood off the back. This race brought to you by Chaos Karting at Queensland's State Cup title meeting. State Cup meeting, I should say. Don't confuse it with the state titles. And this is for the final maroon plate of the day. Vogolti got a win in the last one. There was all sorts of shenanigans behind. I'm hoping they've all kissed and made up, and this will be a nice clean race. It has a knack of following some of these drivers around the dramas, but anyway, we'll say nothing about that. Let's see what goes on this time. Down the back straight they come. Officials will all be out in force and in attendance for this one, and I can't wait to watch the video of the last race on my video, because it's going to be most interesting. Through 12 they come. 18 laps on the board, remember, for the final. Tag 125 mediums. Do we go green light racing? Yes, we do. Farrell, did he get... Oh, it's all come together again, but Farrell gets the whole shot. Farrell's gone through to the front. Kel Farrell out with the lead. Sadler behind, who lost that wheel before, remember. Vogolti slotted into third, and then it's Palmer in fourth, followed by Miller. Oh, Miller's at the back, sorry. It's Brown that's gone through. Brown in the 7, it was, yes. Linus Brown in the 71. He's gone through on Miller. Greenwood didn't start. On we continue. Round DTE. Palmer's already made light work of Vogolti and Sadler. Look at this. Sorry, my camera went up then. All over them. Oh, my goodness me. Farrell is now about to have some serious company, because the flying Lachlan, the Charger Palmer, is in hot pursuit. Vogolti's trying to go with him. Through Chaos Corner they go. Into Pacific Kart Sports. How long can he hold on? That gap will be coming down significantly. Farrell, Palmer, Vogolti, Sadler. Then Brown, followed by Miller. Back we come with the leader, Kel Farrell, into Project X in the number 7 kart. Holding on at the moment. Will Lockie, the Charger Palmer, go with him? Oh, Vogolti and Sadler swapping spaces. Will he? Oh, Sadler gets the job done on Vogolti. Vogolti back to fourth, but he's got the run. Down the back straight, Vogolti, will he go late on the brakes? Yes, he does. Vogolti through, back to third. Late on the brakes, Peter Vogolti. Not taking anything lying down. He is giving him the drive of his life. Holds on to third. Now, what is the gap? 0.837 between this man, Kel Farrell, and then this man, Lockie Palmer, followed by Vogolti and Sadler, battling it out between them. They will not affect those two at the front, but I think those two at the front are very quickly going to come together. They are quick enough. Palmer is definitely quick enough to catch him. 53.927 from Farrell. 53.731 from Palmer. 0.2 of a second quicker per lap. Can he bridge it quickly? Into Howards they go. On to 12. Now they'll come on to Northside Kart Supplies. Through they come. Down the start-finish straight. Farrell trying to concentrate hard. Palmer, he'll have a sore arm. He's had to repair the kart since the last heat, I'm sure, but he's coming back strong. He's got a big heart, that kid. And through Vogolti, still holding on in front of Sadler. Oh, Sadler's got a big slide going on. Brown right with Miller still. And look at this, Sadler, will he go inside Vogolti? Looks really racy, but not that time. 15 laps left. Can it come together still? These front four still battling hard. Vogolti with Sadler, and Palmer hot on the heels of Kel Farrell. Farrell through Howards he goes. On to 12. Heading now onto Northside Kart Supplies. Back towards us. Down the start-finish straight he comes. Into Chaos Corner. The gap, what is it? 0.599. It is bridging it very, very steadily indeed. It's only 0.6 now. Farrell, Palmer, Vergulti, Sadler. Through they go into G-Force chain brake. And then back towards us at the Project X hairpin. Farrell holding on for grim death from the flying Lachlan, the Charger Palmer. He wants the maroon plate, does Palmer. Through they come. Look at the race Miller's having. Oh, Miller and Brown, they're having a belter. Miller right behind Brown through DTE. Up towards us they come, up towards Howards. Does he get the run this time? Miller! No, not quite. Holds it back and goes through and yields. Follows him through now, and then a spree cart onto the start-finish straight line. Brown just in front of Miller. Back with the leaders then. Farrell just in front of Palmer. The gap is 0.531. He's only taking hundredths out of him now. Farrell, he's got the bit between his teeth. I think the pit crew must be putting out a board, giving him the seconds, and it isn't many. 0.531 back to Lachlan, the Charger Palmer. Through DTE, back down the back straight they go. Into Howards, Farrell from Palmer, who closes up on the brakes significantly this time. Into 12, it looks a little bit closer than 0.5 this time. Over the line they come. Farrell, Palmer, into chaos. 0.425. That was a tenth that time. Into the Sweet Tune flip-flop they come. Still Farrell from Palmer. And then Vergulti and Sadler. And then we'll wait here. These two, they are absolutely still on it. Brown and Miller. Miller with the dark visor, remember. On it all the way through this race. These two are battling tooth and nail for the right to get 5th and 6th spot. Down they come to Project X. Still he holds Miller off. The leader though, Farrell, already into Howard, and look at the closing speed. The closing speed of Palmer means that he's now right in his slipstream. That's going to go from 0.4 to 0.0. He is right on his tail. Finally, Palmer has caught him. Less than a tenth. Back they come into the Sweet Tune flip-flop. Now he's caught him. Where does he go through? Where can he get past? He's got 11 laps to think about it. Farrell from Palmer. Then Vergulti and Sadler into the Project X hairpin they go. Down to DTE. Still Farrell's holding on, and he's broken away another couple of kart lengths. Didn't have it all his own way that lap, did Lockie the Charger Palmer. Not quite right, but he manages to close up in all the tight stuff. That's where he's making all the gains. Palmer, 10 laps to go now. Farrell just in front. Through to Chaos Corner they go. Into Pacific Kart Sports. Big slide there from Sadler. Back towards us then, into the Sweet Tune flip-flop. Farrell, Palmer, Vergulti, Sadler. Through they go into the G-Force chainbreaker. Now Palmer's right with him yet again. Coming up towards Project X. Where is he going to make a move? 10 laps to go. 9 after this one. Go down to DTE. And it is all right together down the back straight. Is he close enough for a slipstream? Maybe not this time. Closes. Oh, look at the closing speed there. That was super quick. The brakes on that number 43 kart are working absolute treat. Back towards us they come. Down they go. Through chaos. Into Pacific Kart Sports with your leader, Kel Farrell, hanging on at the front. Can he do it? Will Lockie Palmer get the win? This is for a maroon plate, remember. The glory to be the state cup holder. Who's gonna get it? Down to Project X they go, the front two. And Sadler, he can't quite get on the back of Vergulti. Brown looks to have broken Miller behind us. And down the back straight they go. Still it's all on at the front though. Palmer closes right up on the brakes yet again. Farrell is really struggling on the close, tight, twisty bits. And then as soon as he gets on the straights, he just breezes away from that 43 kart. The number 7 has got the speed. The 43 has all the handling. Palmer's going to have to use it to his best advantage through these tight bits. See how close he gets through these. He is right with him through anything tight and twisty. And then as soon as you get to a straight, he just breezes away. Farrell, Palmer, Vergulti, Sadler head down to DTE. All together still. Into DTE they go. Now he's close enough for the drag, but watch that flying Farrell kart just ease away. And then Palmer closes it right up on the brakes again. Into the twisty bits they go. Oh, Palmer alongside and trying to go through, but Farrell, oh, he has yet to yield. Oh, Farrell's angry. Palmer goes through. Oh, shenanigans there. I think he put him onto the grass. Oh, my goodness me. This is still on it. Into the Sweet Tune flip-flop. Palmer, Farrell now in second. Vergulti third. And then it's Sadler. Oh, if you wanted drama, we saved it to the last race just for you guys. This is magnificent, but it shouldn't be, I'm sorry. But Palmer heads down with 7 laps to go into DTE. Onto the back straight he goes. I think there's no catching him from there. He was catching Farrell hand over fist before that. And now Farrell is having all sorts of dramas with Vergulti. Vergulti, though, is having his own dramas. Sadler trying to get through on Vergulti. Round they go. Down the Power Republic straightaway. Into Pacific Kart Sports. It's all changed in the last lap and 6 to go. Palmer, Farrell, Vergulti, Sadler. Can Vergulti get on the podium? Through we come. Palmer holding on to the front. He looks over his shoulder. He won't care what's going on. He'll let the officials sort that one out. Down to DTE he goes. Holding on to a good lead at the moment. Farrell can seemingly do nothing about it. Into Howard's hairpin he goes. They're not even in the same frame now. Through 12. Palmer, Lockie the Charger Palmer, heads on to Northside Kart Supplies and down over the Power Republic straight away, eking out a bigger lead. Into Pacific Kart Sports he goes. Back towards us at the Sweet Tune flip-flop. 5 laps to go. Through he goes. Then there goes Farrell. Then there's Vergulti, followed by that man, Sadler. Round they come through Crane Hotline, back up towards us then. And he will be grinning underneath that helmet of the 43 kart. Lockie the Charger Palmer holding his own with 5 laps and 4 after this one to go. 53.382 second lap. Can anybody get anywhere near him? Round they come through Howards onto 12. Moving on to Northside Kart Supplies he comes. Onto the Power Republic straight away. Flies down there. Oh, look at this. We better go back to Farrell. He's got more dramas on his hand. Vergulti, he's really closed the gap. Vergulti has closed it right up on him. Through the Sweet Tune flip-flop they go. Vergulti 1 second. He's not going to settle for third. 4 laps to go. 3 after this one. Can Vergulti make the move? Can he make the pass? Into Project X he goes. Down towards DTE. He's there or thereabouts. Farrell cannot seem to get away. Farrell's car seems to be struggling. He looks over his shoulder to see where Vergulti is. Vergulti, though, closes up on the brakes in Howards. He's right with him in 12. Willie, oh, he's gone through Vergulti. Vergulti's done the same thing as Palmer. He's done the same job on Farrell as Palmer did. What a drive from Vergulti. Take no prisoners, Vergulti. Through to second. Here comes the leader, though. Palmer, now your second place getter. Vergulti now has the car running right. Can he hold off Farrell for 3 more laps? Round they come, back towards us at Project X. He's going to have to concentrate, and concentrate really hard. Down to DTE he goes. Oh boy, this is one heck of a drive from Vergulti. Down the back straight he goes. Farrell can't stay with the speed. Farrell's car's struggling. Vergulti's eked out 3 car lengths gap. He's going to take second spot maybe. Through Northside Kart Supplies comes Peter Vergulti. We will see fist bumps, I'm sure. Lockie the Charger Palmer's out front and heading back towards us. He will get the white flag after this lap. Palmer goes through, then Vergulti, then Farrell, then Sadler. Sadler might fancy a podium. This could all still get very, very interesting. Can Farrell hang on to third? He's now looking behind him. He's in the race of all races. Farrell, he just didn't expect this much action. Through DT they go. The leader's already up into Howard's hairpin, but Vergulti, Farrell, Sadler will all close up on the brakes into Howard's. Indeed they do. Into 12 they go. On to Northside Kart Supplies. Who can make the move? White flag is shown. No surrender for any of these 3. Oh, big slide there from Sadler. That's his race done. He will not catch those now, but here's the leader, Lockie, the Charger Palmer, cruising round Crane Hotline for the last time. Looks like he could well get a very comfortable win and a maroon plate in the tag 125 restricted mediums. Will Vergulti hang on from Farrell? Down to DT they go. Vergulti still holds on from Farrell. Farrell still holds on from Sadler, but in to Howard's for the last time goes your leader, Lockie, the Charger Palmer into 12, and the winner of the maroon plate, tag 125 restricted medium, Lockie Palmer. Second Vergulti, third Farrell, fourth it is Sadler. Oh, he's looking back, so wrong with Sadler. Fifth, who is going to get fifth? Oh, it looks... It is indeed. I'm thinking that Brown has been taken. I think Billy Miller might have done Brown. Looks like he is in front of him. What a drive from Miller. Hold on, my friend. You're going to get 5th. Through 12 he comes. Miller just from Brown will get 5th. Brown will get 6th. Over the line he comes. What a race from Billy. And what a day we've had.